Hello and welcome to the Black Entrepreneur Blueprint Show. I am your host, Jay Jones. Black Entrepreneur Blueprint was created specifically to educate and inspire Black entrepreneurs to launch, build, and grow successful businesses. Join us as we help build an economic power base in the Black community by promoting business ownership. If you are currently an entrepreneur or want to be an entrepreneur, we invite you to join us every week here at Black Entrepreneur Blueprint.
Welcome to the Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, episode number 274. I'm your host, Jay Jones, and we have a dynamic show in store for you today, family. Today's show topic is Brand Builder Academy 2020. Build your six-figure brand and create cash flow and passive income. Brand Builder Academy 2020. Build your six-figure brand and create cash flow and passive income. Now, before we get to today's episode, I just want to share a few things with the BEB family. First and foremost, I want to welcome any first-time listeners to Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. Welcome to the BEB family. Please stick around until the end of today's show, and I'm going to give you all of my social media contact information, and please connect with me on any or all the platforms that you feel necessary. Also, my new book is out, and we're going to be talking about e-commerce today. My new book is out, A New Black Wall Street, Circulating the Black Dollar Worldwide by Building Successful E-Commerce Businesses. So if you're interested in building a successful, sustainable e-commerce business, go to anewblackwallstreet.com. I recommend you get the digital edition for $9.95. It has updated chapters and bonus chapters, and it's been revised. anewblackwallstreet.com. Now, if you need additional assistance building your successful, sustainable e-commerce business, my flagship course is titled Educated E-Commerce. You can go to educatedecommerce.com and enroll in the course. Now, you know we always talk about circulating the black dollar in the worldwide black economy. This is really what Black Entrepreneur Blueprint is about, building businesses and circulating dollars in our economy. Now, I've created two platforms to help us do so. Now, if you are a black product producer, you can upload your products to besmartbyblack.com, besmartbyblack.com. It's a free platform. Upload your information, your product information, and you can connect with consumers worldwide that are looking for black produced products. Also, if you are a freelancer, if you do anything like on Fiverr or freelancer.com, I've created a platform titled hireblackfreelancers.com, HIRE blackfreelancers.com. Once again, it's free. Put your information up there and connect with black consumers and black businesses that want to hire black freelancers. Also, if you need to request me to come out and speak, I'm in the midst of a speaking tour for my new book. So I go to organizations, colleges, universities, churches, you name it. You can go to bookjjones.com, fill out the short form, and I'll get back to you. bookjjones.com. Now, I know that was a mouthful, so you can go and get everything I just talked about, all the links, if you go to bebconnect.com, bebconnect.com. And under BEB Connect, that is a page of my website, and it has the latest podcast information and all the links that I just talked about. So if you weren't able to write it down, just go to BEB Connect. Now, today, family, I'm super excited about today's episode, and it's titled Brand Builder Academy 2020. Build your six-figure brand and create cash flow and passive income. Hey, family, I am super excited about today's episode, Brand Builder Academy 2020. And how this came about was I always think about how can I best serve the BEB community? How can I best serve the BEB community? And this kind of aligned with the conversation that I had with a BEB family member. And they asked me, they said, Jay, if you had a magic wand, or if you had one thing that you would like to teach people and they would follow through with it, what would it be? And I said, giving them freedom. And I did an episode several weeks ago titled The Freedom Equation, How to Control Time and Money. And the way you do that with the freedom equation is cash flow plus passive income equals freedom. Okay? Cash flow controls the money. Passive income controls the time. That's how you control time and money, and that gives you freedom. So if you've listened to the show for any period of time, you probably heard the story about how my mortgage business crashed, and then I got into e-commerce, and that brought me back. So if you heard the story before, I'm just going to tell it briefly, but if you heard the story before, please bear with me, because e-commerce, I'm a great proponent of e-commerce because it's allowed me to do what I do right now. It's given me freedom and flexibility. So I built two multi-million-dollar businesses in my lifetime, my mortgage business and my e-commerce portfolio. So my mortgage business collapsed in 2007, 2008 during the financial crisis. So my partners and I, we had 50 plus employees. We had $7,500 a month rent down in Center City, Philadelphia, and we were getting it. The economy was good. We were closing mortgages. Man, it was beautiful. Now, fast forward, the economy starts to crash and credit tightens up. And what that means is my business or my company couldn't get any mortgages closed anymore. So what happens when we can't close mortgages is we don't get any revenue because we were working on commission basis. So now we're hemorrhaging because we don't have the money, for employees. So now my partners and I, we go in our pockets, and for close to 10 months to a year, we were subsidizing the business out of our own pockets. And we had 40 to 50 employees at any time, because the whole thing is, guys, as an entrepreneur, your employees are going to eat first. I eat off the leftovers, and hopefully the leftovers are a lot. That's what you hope for. But your job is to make sure that your employees get paid first. So because the credit tightened up, the cash flow slowed down. And so we were going into Hip Pocket National, and it got to a point we were like, yo, we can't keep doing this anymore. And so finally, a lot of mortgage companies shut down, and we happened to be one of them. We hung in there for a minute, and I'm laying on the couch one night looking at the ceiling. I'm behind on all types of bills, on everything, wondering how I'm going to pay my mortgage, keep the lights on. And I started thinking about, man, when I come back, what am I going to come back as, right? What are my superpowers? And this is actually where I created the Pinpoint and Monetize Your Genius concept. So I started thinking about things that I enjoyed doing, okay, that I was passionate about. Then I started thinking about things that I was good at. And I put those things together, and I came up with the podcast, which then turned into all types of other stuff. But e-commerce, that was the big driver that really financially took me where I needed to be and gave me that freedom, because I didn't necessarily want to be front facing and dealing with customers like I was in the mortgage business. I was burnt out. I wanted to create something that could create passive income and give me freedom. And so e-commerce, I started dabbling around in e-commerce, and the first product that I created, my first brand, for 6 months, from June of that year to December of that year, I grossed $272,000 at about a 70% profit margin. So when I got into e-commerce, I came in and I happened to do some things right. And, a lot of it was intuition. I'm not going to say it's luck, because I've always been importing products from all over the place. But in terms of my brand and my positioning, and that kind of brought me back up to where I needed to be. And from that point on, I just been rolling with e-commerce. And so what we're going to talk about today, guys, is building a brand and creating cash flow and passive income, which actually equals freedom. So going back to that initial question that the BEB family member asked me, I would like to be able, if I could, wave a magic wand and give people that freedom. And I tell the story when my girls played field hockey in high school. They're 3 years apart. So for a 7-year period almost, I didn't miss a home game. I didn't miss an away game. I didn't miss any of the club travel games. I didn't even miss a scrimmage in the summertime, So we were traveling all over. If you guys have kids in AAU, sports, basketball, football, whatever, you know how that travel schedule is. So we be in Florida and we doing all kinds of stuff. And the beauty of it was, family, that I had that freedom. So when I talk about that freedom equation, cash flow plus passive income, the easiest way that I see to get there is through e-commerce. And so I wanted to share that personal story about why I'm so big and such a big proponent on e-commerce. And I'm going to tell you why e-commerce is a place that you guys need to think about in terms of creating that freedom. So number one is a low barrier to entry. Okay. So I've had students that started their e-commerce business with $100, $200 and parlayed that. Another thing that I like about it is you can do it part-time or full-time. Once you set everything up, and be it selling on Amazon, eBay, your own sites or whatever, then you can do it part-time or full-time. It doesn't require you to leave your job. Another great aspect is, guys, you're building an asset. So if you listen to interviews with Mahisha Dellinger from curls.net or, Randy Williams, the CEO of Tally & Twine Watch Company, you're building up an asset, okay? You're not just selling something out like garage sales. You're building a brand and you're building an asset that hopefully you can sell later on down the road. Also, you have different outlets that you can sell. You can sell on Amazon, eBay, Be Smart, Buy Black, Etsy. You can even sell to retail stores like Mahisha. Her curls product is sold in Target and in hundreds of thousands of stores. So she's not getting out there hawking stuff at fairs and all that stuff. And also, guys, I always talk about pinpoint monetize your genius. You can build a business around something that you're passionate about and something that you're good at. Okay. So if you're passionate about natural hair care, okay, like Mahisha was, she built her brand around something that she was passionate about. Okay. So those are some of the benefits. So what I wanted to do, guys, I know I have educatedecommerce.com. That's a $997. That's a battleship course. That's a flagship course. It's all encompassing. But in order to be able to create freedom or be able to give people the opportunity to experience that, because I'm going to tell you guys, once you experience that freedom and flexibility and you don't have to worry about your money coming in. Now, it is work, right? Nothing is totally passive. You got to pay attention now. So I don't want to misspeak. So you don't have to work on it 80 hours a week. But if you can set up your e-commerce business right, you can, look at I used to just look at my stuff. It could be 15, 30, 45 minutes a day, depending upon the day. So I don't want to get you guys out there and say, oh man, Jay said I don't have to do nothing. Now, nothing is totally passive, but e-commerce to me, like I said, I think is the easiest route to get there. There's all types of ways to do it. You can do real estate. So if you can buy and hold, what does that require? You normally have to have good credit if you're going to do the buy and hold and get rental properties, good credit and cash down. All right. So that doesn't give you necessarily, it's not as easy to enter that space. E-commerce is very easy and it can be something that you create that you love to do. All right. So I want to tell you guys about the Brand Builder Academy 2020 and what the Brand Builder Academy is. And let me give you the website if you guys want to sign up. And I'll tell you all about the program. It's BBA2020.com. BBA, like Brand Builder Academy 2020.com. So what the Brand Builder Academy is, and I've been working on this behind the scenes for a while. This is something that it's an opportunity for 10 people to build a brand with me as I create my own new brand. So we're going to be doing this together because a lot of times when you take courses and you do things, I've already done this several times. So when you watch me, in my course, I don't necessarily show you exactly what I'm doing. But this is a great opportunity because you're going to create a brand and I'm going to create my own brand. And I'm starting from scratch just like you are. And so you can see exactly what I do and you can follow exactly what I do as I build this brand. And hopefully it'll be successful. All right. Now, So what I'm looking for 10 people that want to build a brand with me. And this is how the implementation program works. It's a 6-week live interactive group training session with recordings. And what we're going to do, we're going to look at every Wednesday starting October 23rd for 6 weeks. So October 23rd, October 30th, November 6th, November 13th, November 20th. We're going to skip that next Wednesday because that's the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. And we're going to end up on December 4th. So it's going to be 6 2-hour sessions of interactive group training. And if you missed the group training, there will be recordings for you. And you'll have worksheets and templates. And we're going to go through and build a brand together. Now, let me tell you why it's so important to build a brand. Like, for example, I have four different brands that I have out on the market right now. 2 are in the hair care space, one's in the healthcare, and one is in clothing, okay, or athletic wear. Excuse me. So building a brand is building an asset. So a lot of people go on Amazon and they do retail arbitrage. You go to Walmart, you find something 50% off, you go put it on Amazon, you make the money. You can't keep doing that. You could, but all you've done is created a job. Now you're a scavenger hunter. That's not creating freedom. You're a scavenger hunter. All right. And there's nothing wrong with that. I still do retail arbitrage if I see something and it makes sense. I got these humidifiers from QVC for $20, and I was selling them for the QVC outlet. I was selling for $100 and something bucks. I bought about 8 or 10 of them. And I just was at the QVC outlet and I saw them like, yo, I looked on my Amazon thing. Yeah, these things sell. And I did that. But I knew that was not building a business or building a brand. I'm building a scavenger hunt business. That's what retail arbitrage is. So instead of having to go out and find these deals, if you create the brand, then your deals are right there. So if you keep your inventory in your garage or you keep it in your office or whatever, you don't have to go out and find it. My inventory is here. Okay. So you've created the need. You've created the whole business. And I talked about vertical integration before, being able to control most of the process from the beginning to the end. So in this program, I'm looking for 10 people to build a brand with me as I build a new brand. So you're going to know what my brand is. You're going to see everything I do. And we're going to be doing this together over a 6-week period. Okay. There'll be worksheets, templates, interactive group training and recordings if you happen to miss one of the nights. So once again, it's going to be 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. starting Wednesday, October 23rd and going every Wednesday until December 4th. Okay. Now we're going to skip that Wednesday before Thanksgiving, obviously, because people are probably going to be traveling. But that's what the program is. Now, there's 2 ways or 2 price points to get in. And the first one is the general enrollment. That's $297. And that gives you obviously all the live interactive training and also all the templates and worksheets and everything like that. That's $297. Now, when this course goes live in January, it's just going to be an online course. It's going to be $497 just for the online course. So you're saving $200 right there. Also, the other way to get in is the premium enrollment, which is $497. And that includes obviously everything in the general course, which is the 6-week live interactive group training sessions and recordings. But you're also going to get 2 hours of individual coaching with me. My coaching charge is $300 an hour. That's what I charge for coaching. So that's a $600 value. Plus, once again, the course was going to go for $497 in January. So that's $1,097, and you can get that package for only $497. Now, the only people that I'm going to be doing the one-on-one, the 2-hour one-on-one, is the premium enrollment. And the reason, obviously, that I only break it down to 10 people, because if 10 people want that, then I can handle 10 people with that. So I got a mastermind group going on. So a lot of my evening time is taken up, and I do my coaching and stuff. So there's 2 packages, the $297 and the $497. Also, if you have PayPal, you can use PayPal Finance if you don't want to use, spend or invest all that money. $297 or $497. So just go to BBA2020.com. BBA, Brand Builder Academy 2020.com. BBA2020.com. And if you're one of the first 10, welcome aboard. But we're going to do this, guys, hand by hand. And one of the things when I was talking to the BEB family member about how I can best serve the community, I think that if I go through and do everything with you guys, as opposed to just showing you how to do it, but actually doing it with you, I think that's going to resonate a lot more. And I want to tell you guys who this is for and who this is not for. All right, I'm going to start off who this is not for. If you're not serious, don't waste your time or my time. All right. Here's the deal, man. And this is the conversation I had with the BEB family member. It's funny because I use the example. If I told you that I had an 80-inch flat screen for $297 today, and you got to come over to the crib and get it within the next 3 hours, I guarantee you 99% of the people would scrape up $297 to invest in the boob tube, an 80-inch flat screen. Now, if I show you that $297 can make you money, then people are like, oh, I don't want to invest. Yeah, because it's going to take an investment and it's going to take work. So I always used to tell my wife when I first started my product business, I got to feed the beast. The beast is making me money. So I got to reinvest in that. And I took, man, I've spent $20,000, usually close to $20,000 in the last year on personal development, courses, trainings, and things like that, so I can stay on top of the game. So who is this not for? All right. And we're talking about the Brand Builder Academy 2020. This is not for somebody that's looking to get rich overnight, because that don't really happen, y'all, unless you hit the lottery. This is not for somebody that doesn't want to put in the work, because it's work. Yeah, once it comes out the other end, it's going to be, passive or semi-passive income, but it takes work to get to that point. So, and if you think that $297 or $497 is too much money to invest in a business, then you don't need to be in the program. It may not be right for you, because what this is for, this is for people that are looking to create a product-based business, a product brand. Okay, not a digital product, the physical product. Digital products are a little bit different. So one of the things that I figured that to help the BEB family is I needed to be very specific on how I can best serve the community. And to me, being specific as in building a physical products brand gets as specific as it can get. Okay, so it's not for somebody looking for quick money. It's not for somebody that doesn't care to invest in themselves. $297 or $497. And once again, it's not for somebody that is not looking to get into the physical products based business. Okay. And let me just tell you real quick before I tell you who it is for. The reason I started with physical products is physical products, unlike digital products, are based on the product themselves, not the person behind the product. So when I have digital courses, people buy my digital courses on the strength of me. And I've been out there, the show's been going on for 5 years, so people know me. Okay. So if you're creating a digital product, not saying that it won't work, but if you're creating a digital product and you don't want to be the face of that digital product, it's a little bit harder. But if you create a physical products business, and what I always talk about, family, problem, solution, result, they don't care, right? You don't care who made the product as long as it works. Like Proactive, the thing for your face, selling hundreds of millions of dollars. Most people don't know who the owner of Proactive is. I don't. Excuse me. So, and people don't care because as long as the product works, that's what they're paying for. Now, let's get to who this product is for, who this program is for. Number one is for people that are serious about building a brand, making a difference and making a change in 2020. And the reason I call this Brand Builder Academy 2020 is because your product won't be out until 2020. You may catch the end of December, but the likelihood is your product won't be out until 2020. And that's actually a good thing, guys, because if your product came out in December or November, then your numbers would be skewed because obviously the holiday season, people are buying more. You need to be able to build this business starting in January. So when you get to next holiday season, you'll know exactly what you're doing. Okay. So who is this for? People who want to change, people who are serious about creating passive income, creating that freedom, people that want to build a real, when I say real, but build a real business. Okay. This is a brand, and there's different places that you can sell your products, and I'm going to talk about that shortly. And people who are committed, okay? So if that's you and you're serious, if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, then you're going to make the move and do something. We're looking for 10 people, and there are two options, the general enrollment or the premium enrollment. So go to BBA2020.com, BBA. Not BEB, BBA2020.com, Brand Builder Academy 2020.com, BBA2020.com. You'll have two options to enroll. Now, and you know, the only difference is one of them gets to 2 hours of one-on-one consultation with me. Once again, when the course comes out in January, it's going to be $497. It's just the online course. It's no live interactive training session. And once again, guys, this is 6 weekly sessions from October 23rd ending December 4th. And if you're not able to make one of the sessions, don't worry about it because you will have access to the recording. And what I found, guys, in terms of being able to best serve the community, if you have like-minded people together, just like my mastermind group, if you have like-minded people together, focused on success, focused on the same track, it's just that synergy there that's going to make you more successful. And so this is who the business is for. And once again, it's BBA2020.com, and it stands for Brand Builder Academy 2020.com. Build your six-figure brand and create cash flow and passive income. That's your freedom equation, guys. Cash flow plus passive income. Some of the things that we're going to be going over in the actual training is what is a brand and why do you want to build one? And we talked about that briefly, but we will be going in depth with all of this stuff. You want to build a brand because you're creating an own entity into and of itself. So if you say BMW, what do you think of? The ultimate driving machine. What is Burger King? Have it your way. You know, so creating the name, the brand image, the tagline, the positioning. You're going to learn how to, position your product. Product selection. What makes a good product? And not just the first product, because building a brand means products coming after that. Okay. We're going to be talking about testing. Obviously, building your list. That's paramount. As soon as you decide on what product you're going to start building for your brand, we're going to start building your list. And I'm going to be doing everything with you guys, and I'll be showing you how to do it. Also, we're going to have some people come in for master classes. We're going to talk about the different distribution platforms. Also, vertical integration, which I talked about on the show several weeks ago. How deep can you go? Okay, so in terms of distribution platforms, there are pros and cons to all of them. Amazon's pro is over 51% of people shop online, shop on Amazon. The con is if you get bad reviews or if, they block you or shut you down, you're done. That can kill a product. So I always refer back to Randy Williams from Tally and Twine. He talked about controlling his customer base. Okay. He only sells a little bit on Amazon, but most of his sales come from his website, and that gives you control. So we're going to be going through everything, guys, from the beginning to the end. So you don't need to have your product identified yet. If you're one of the first 10 to enroll, you don't need to do that. We're going to talk about that. What makes a good product? But remember, the easiest way to sell is problem, solution, and the result. What's the problem? I have flat feet. What's the solution? Oh, I have these arches or insoles. And what's the result? Now I can jog and not have pain. problem, solution, which is your product, and result. And once again, it's easier to sell that way without you being the face of the product or service. If you want to be the face of the product or service, then you can do that. But if you have a current position or full-time job, you're looking to start part-time and you don't want to have your stuff out there, e-commerce is a great place to be in. Now, e-commerce, guys, is a delivery method, okay? So you can sell face-to-face in a retail environment, or you can sell via the internet. And all that is how you conduct the sale. So people can buy from you online. And that's why I tell people, and especially the BEB family, and I said it before, I don't care if you're selling number 2 pencils and paper clips, man. Sell something online. Sell something online. Also, scalability. How do you scale your business? You can start off. You may not want to have a great big business. You might want to have something that's just small, boutique-like, but where you're still making money. And the beauty comes in, guys, when the freedom comes in. So if you are a new mom or new parent, you want to stay home. If your kids are into a lot of activities or sports, like my girls were, still are actually, you have the flexibility. One of the funniest stories, one of the fathers of one of the girls' teammates in high school was like, dude, do you work? Because you never miss any games. I'm like, yeah, man, I do work. I'm in e-commerce. I have my own business. So I'm able to make all the home games, all the away games, the travel games, AAU games. And that was a blessing to me. That was what I wanted to do with my time. So if you're able to control time and money with the freedom equation, then you can spend that time doing what you want. If you want to go volunteer at the hospital, if you want to go train dogs, or whatever you want to do. Freedom, I'm telling you, family, I can't even describe it. If I had to physically sit in an office every day right now, I'd probably end up choking somebody. Okay? It's just not, I'm not built like that anymore. I used to sit in offices when I was in corporate. Even in my mortgage business, it was a lot going on, and I don't even think I could do that right now. Actually, I know I couldn't do that right now because I have no desire to do that. I have no desire to have full-time employees. I have no desire to go into an office from 7 in the morning till 7 at night. I'm looking more for freedom and flexibility and building up my cash flow, building up an asset. Something that we don't do as much, family, is pass down assets to our children. Building a legacy. I talk about that a lot. Building a legacy. So it's funny. You can start off with a simple product like Mahisha Dellinger's curls. It was one curl product, and now it's grown into an empire. You can come out with, other things, other singular products, and have others behind them. And what you want to do is you want to build that community. Okay, and we're going to talk about, and I'm going to show you how to do all of that. Positioning your product. How do you position? I told you guys a story. One of my brands is a woman's hair care brand, Flatiron. I position my Flatiron as a high-end styling tool, a professional styling tool. Mine sells for $129. Okay, I created the brand. I found the manufacturer, and that same Flatiron that somebody else has branded another name, I've seen it online selling for like $30. Same product, but it's the positioning. I position mine as a high-end brand. You don't want to have the lowest price because that's a race to the bottom. And you're not going to beat Walmart. I'm sorry. So you need to learn how to position your product. Okay? Where does it make sense? I have another Flatiron brand that's a mid-level range. So it's all about positioning, family, in terms of your product. So we're going to go through product selection, positioning, pricing, inventory management, inventory control. And I mentioned earlier, the reason I call this Brand Builder Academy 2020 is realistically your product will not be ready until 2020. So we're not talking about, get money, get rich quick overnight thing. But here's what I will tell you. If you pick the right products and you do the right thing, come Christmas or holiday season next year, it's going to be lovely. It's going to be lovely. I did $92,000. This is my first year on a holiday. I had one product. I did $92,000 in the month of December. All right. Now, I'm not saying you're going to do $92,000. The landscape has changed. It's a little more competitive. So you have to do things a little differently. And so that's why I think that it's going to be beneficial for us. When I say us, me and the 10 people that join the Brand Builder Academy 2020, that we're going to build a brand together. So you'll see me doing everything that I talk about with you guys, and you'll be able to mimic that, bounce different things off of me. But the process of how I bring products out. And I'm going to tell you, not all of my products are successful. Remember I talked about being a mad scientist, and there's a process of deductive reasoning. So that's why you always test. Sometimes you may think something's going to be a hit, but then it doesn't resonate with your prospective customers. But the more that you align with them, then the better chance of success that you're going to have. So that's why I always talk about problem, solution, result. Now, you could do something that you're passionate about, but it's a little harder to sell something like, for example, clothing, right? Unless there's some type of technical aspect to the clothing. If it's just that, oh, wow, these are great looking pants. Okay. Everybody sells pants. What differentiates your pants? Oh, they're stretchy pants and they still look stylish. You got to get that across to people. And with e-commerce, guys, I always say that because people can't touch, smell, taste, feel the product, you have to put the imagery in their mind. What's going to happen when somebody uses your product or service? What's going to happen when they use my insoles for their flat feet? Imagine yourself running with your hair blowing in the wind with no foot pain whatsoever as you do a 4-minute mile or whatever. You have to create imagery. Problem, solution, result. That's the best way or the easiest way to pick a product. Now, if you create some real hyped up or some dope clothing or whatever, that's cool. The reason people buy that is because it's either two things. You're either running toward pleasure or running away from pain. And most people run away from pain versus running toward pleasure. Now, sometimes we, like the conversation I had with one of the BEB family members, we're going to spend money in things that aren't going to bring money back. That's why I always say, so if you ever are low in cash, right? And this happened to me on many occasions. So when my mortgage business collapsed, I had the option of whatever cash that I had coming in. Am I going to use it just to try to pay all my bills? Or am I going to use that cash to make more money? Can I parlay it? So yeah, you got to pay the bills that you got to pay. But if you build a beast, if you build something and you keep feeding it, then it's eventually going to feed you if you build the right machine. And so stop spending money on stuff that's not going to make you money. So when I talk about this course, this is an investment. This is an investment, okay? It's almost like a conversation I had with a young boy talking about, man, and I get it. I don't want to go to college because I'm going to get all of these loans and stuff. I said, I get that, but it's an investment, okay? It's an investment in your future. If that's what you think is going to get you a higher earning power if you plan on staying in corporate America. And 15 years later, now he's back in school. He did, he's like, oh man, I should have gone to college. Yeah, you should have invested at that time, but at the time he didn't see that. And that's just good for him. That's not good for everybody. But I'm just using this example of somebody in my family that was talking about that years ago. It's an investment. And when an investment is you put something or you invest in something that will pay you back more than what it costs you to invest. So you got people that, like I said, the example about the 80-inch flat screen TV. They'll be broke as hell. That opportunity come up. Oh yeah, let me scrape this together. They'll get that $300. They get an 80-inch TV. Now, what is that TV going to do? Is that going to feed the beast? Is that going to make you money? No. So we need to start to understand. We need to prioritize where we spend our money. Now, this program isn't for everybody, and I'm cool with that because I don't want everybody. I want people that are serious about building a brand, building an asset, creating passive income, creating cash flow, creating that freedom. And once again, guys, the blessing of it is it doesn't cost a lot to get into business, in the e-commerce business. You can take your time. You can do it part-time while you got a full-time job. But the people that I'm calling out to, if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, if you're ready for a change, if you're looking to put in some work, because this isn't no BS. This is going to be work. So we're going to meet every Wednesday starting from, what was it? 10/23, October 23rd. So we're going to meet October 23rd, the 30th, November 6th, November 13th, November 20th, and December 4th. We're going to skip the Thanksgiving weekend. And it's going to be work. And so we're going to have steps that we're going to have to take. So after every meeting, and it's a group meeting, we're going to be on Zoom. So all 11 of us, 10 of you guys, first 10 that sign up, and then me, will be on Zoom. And we'll be going through everything, product selection, throwing that back and forth with each other. What do you think about this? And I'll let you know, this doesn't make sense. Problem, solution, result. The size of the product, the deliverability of the product, the cost of the product, the shipping of the product, the delivery of the product. So a lot of times you don't want to have super big products because the shipping cost is outrageous. So, but if you go get into a space with a larger product that has the margins, guess what? That's probably an untapped market because most people are thinking like you. So if you want to sell stand-up desks, J. Jones's stand-up desk. These desks, they're heavy. They take up a lot of room, but a lot of people aren't selling them, not individuals per se, like you building a brand, because it's a big, bulky product. It's going to cost a lot in shipping. We're going to talk about profit margins. What's your ratio? What type, if I sell something for retail for $25, what's the maximum I should pay for the product? So you always want to be 5 or 6 times. So if a product costs $5 for you to prepare, get your name on it and all that stuff, you need to be selling that for $25 to $30 retail. Okay. Now, if you're selling wholesale, because a lot of people don't talk about that, you create a brand, and it could be something it could be lip balm, right? We're going to talk about packaging. So if you create a lip balm, okay, chapstick type of thing, we can create the packaging for you where you can go and sell wholesale to convenience stores. So say it costs you $1, and they sell it for $2.50. Not cost you $1. Say it costs you 50 cents. You sell it for $1.50 to the wholesaler. To the retail establishment, and they sell it for $2.50. You make $1, they make $1. Now you have packaging, or you can create packaging, and that's very important too, guys. Packaging. Nothing sells without being packaged. You can create countertop packaging where you can actually go down, take your lip balm, and you can drop, if it's 20 that go in the pack, you can drop it off at these stores and start selling on consignment. Okay. Now you don't necessarily want to do that, or you can have people buy the product from you wholesale. Just like Red Bull and all that 5-hour energy, stuff like that. They're not really selling it online. They're selling directly to through the retailers. So once you create a brand and control that brand, you control the distribution of that. Okay. And it doesn't have to be sexy. It could be, like I said, it could be candy. It could be gum. I have a couple of ideas. I'm not even sure right now when I start this what brand I'm going to build, because I have a couple things that I'm playing around with in my head. So I got to do a little more research. So if you are one of the first 10 to sign up, go to BBA2020.com. BBA, not BEB, BBA. Brand Builder Academy 2020.com. BBA2020.com and sign up and be one of the first 10. After that, it'll tell you you got to wait or it's over. So if you're serious, guys, about changing your life, building a brand, something you can start part-time or full-time with a low barrier to entry that's built around what you like or what you're passionate about, e-commerce is it. Once again, e-commerce is a delivery method. And we're talking specifically about physical products. We're not talking about digital products. So I wanted to get very specific. So this BBA2020.com, build your six-figure brand and create cash flow and passive income. And it's for product-based businesses. So I needed to get very specific because, once again, how can I best serve the BEB community? And the answer is I'm going to go through and do the actual thing that I'm teaching you to do while I'm teaching it to you. So we'll be doing it together. You'll get to see my brand. You'll get to see how I'm marketing the brand. You'll get to see me building my list, and you'll get to see my numbers once it comes out. It's a 6-week implementation program. 6 weeks. All right. And we're going to go through from A to Z. And by 2020, you're going to have your brand ready. Now, some people move at a slower pace, but for this implementation program, 6 weeks, every Wednesday from 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 10 p.m. Starting October 23rd, I believe, October 23rd. If you miss a night, don't worry about it because we have the recordings for you. We're going to have a community. So us, the other 10 people and myself, we'll have a community where we all can connect and talk. Once again, synergistically, this is going to be beneficial for you versus doing it on your own because you'll be in a group and you'll create that camaraderie. You'll start bouncing ideas off of each other. And this is what's going to help propel your business also. So if you're looking to build a business in 2020, an e-commerce product-based brand, not a one-off, a brand, this is for you. If you're looking for quick, get rich quick, I don't want to work, I don't want to invest in myself, it's not for you. All right, so if you're serious and you're looking to change your life, I can only tell you what it's done for me and other people in my coaching, that have taken my courses and stuff. But I can tell you what it's done for me, and I'm no smarter than anybody else. I just don't mind failing. I'll fail my way to success. I find out what doesn't work, then I know what does work. So what e-commerce has done for me has given me the ability to create Black Entrepreneur Blueprint because my money doesn't come from the podcast. Yes, they're ancillary things that I make money off of my book and my courses, but I didn't monetize the podcast for years. And it's just because people kept asking me, once again, how can I best serve the community? I can't teach everybody one-on-one, but I do have the ability to help 10 people build a brand for 2020 along with me. So I'm super excited about this opportunity. So just go to BBA2020.com, BBA, Brand Builder Academy 2020.com. Be one of the first 10 to sign up. All right. Not BEB, it's BBA 2020, BBA 2020, brandbuilderacademy.com, and sign up and look forward to changing your 2020, doing something, building an asset, guys. You listen to Randy Williams on his interview from Tally and Twine. 7-figure e-commerce business. Multiple offers to sell the business. Okay, in the millions of dollars. Started with a concept. Put the concept together. And 5 years later, now look at him. He started his business close to the same time I started my podcast. Look at it. It's not easy, but it's not difficult if you know what you're doing. And that's what BBA2020.com is going to do for you. So once again, it's not for everybody, family. It's only for people that are looking to build a product brand. And once again, I think the easiest way to freedom is through e-commerce based on a product brand, not a digital product, but a physical product. Most digital products, you have to have somebody behind it. So when you buy my course, you're buying Jay Jones. You guys know me from the podcast. So if you don't have that platform, it's tougher to sell a digital course per se. Okay. Not that it's impossible, but it's tougher. So I want to be focused on physical product businesses. And like I said, it could be lip balm. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, because you can make a lot of money with low price items if you know how to market and position and price the items. So go to BBA2020.com. Be one of the first 10. We're starting October 23rd. I'm excited, man, because I think this is going to be a way that I can best serve those 10 people in that community that are serious, because we're going to be doing it all together. Before we close on out, family, I just want to remind you guys that Black Entrepreneur Blueprint is about building an economic power base in the Black community by any means necessary. So please make sure that you support Black-owned businesses, that you go out there and consciously look for Black-owned businesses, that you try to spend money with our brothers and sisters that are out here doing stuff. And don't put an unrealistic expectation on a Black business, guys, that you don't put on any other business. Many times we get into this thing where, we're harder on our brothers and sisters than we are on the other folks that start businesses. So just be careful about not doing that. And sometimes we do that unconsciously. All right. So the only way we all going to come up, family, is by working together. So please try to support as many Black businesses as you can. You guys know anybody that I bring on the show, they're vetted, their business is legit. So please make sure if their product or service can benefit you, please make sure that you definitely support those businesses and those entrepreneurs, brothers and sisters that come on the BEB podcast. Also, before I forget, and I say it each and every week, but once again, more and more downloads, my God. And it's all attributed to the BEB family. Please continue to spread the word about the podcast and the blog. I greatly appreciate it. We're trying to get this economic power base up and get this movement, the BEB movement, out there, because what I want to see, family, like I said, how can I serve this community? The more people that we get, that we reach, then hopefully they'll catch on to the whole concept of, be smart, buy Black, hire Black freelancers, basically circulating dollars in our own community. And I didn't just want to talk about it, family. I wanted to be able to give some platforms and some real life stuff for us to enact, not just look and read, but to do. Because nothing happens, family, until we do something. All right. Inactivity is easy. You sit there. All right. But we got to do something right now. Here in the States anyway, we got all this crazy political stuff going on with this idiot Trump in the White House. We got racist law enforcement killing brothers and sisters like he's going out of style. And the only way to take back power, family, is economically. So that's what this is all about, building an economic power base in the worldwide, not the United States, not Canada, whatever, the worldwide Black economy. That's what BEB is about. If you need to connect with me, family, anything long, hit me on my email, jjones@blackentrepreneurblueprint.com, JAYJONES@blackentrepreneurblueprint.com. Facebook, go to Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, hit the like button. Twitter, JJones001, JAYJONES001. Instagram, JJones4Real, JAYJONES4 REAL. YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have additional content that comes out on YouTube. Yes, the show does come out on YouTube, but I have additional content. So go to YouTube and subscribe to Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. LinkedIn, if you want to connect with me, please go to LinkedIn, look for Jay Jones, Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. If you want to book me for a speaking engagement or a book tour, I'm in the throes right now of traveling around. I got a couple cities I'll let y'all know I'll be in shortly in the next month. Just hit me up. You can book jjones.com. Go to bookjjones.com. Fill out the short form. I'll get right back to you. Also, if you want to be included in the BEB text line for notifications and reminders, text BEB to 555-888. BEB to 555-888. Also, I know this was a lot. If you go to bebconnect.com, BEB Connect, all of my links and social media stuff will be there. So check out BEB Connect. Also, if you want to be included in the first 10 of the Brand Builder Academy 2020, build your six-figure brand and create cash flow and passive income, which is basically freedom, family. Go to BBA2020.com, BBA2020.com, Brand Builder Academy 2020. I'm excited, family. I'm excited. And I want to be able to share what it's like to have flexibility and freedom, controlling your time and money, cash flow and passive income, baby. That's what it's all about. You don't do this stuff. You don't bust your ass and work as hard as you do not to have flexibility and freedom. So if you busting your ass and working all this hard and you like being in the office 8, 12, whatever hours a day, that's cool, because you're probably one of the ones or the few people that like that. But if you're looking for freedom, if you're looking to change your life, build an asset, generate or help or create generational wealth, building something that's yours, then check out BBA2020.com. And once again, it's very specific. It's for product. If you're looking to build a product brand, a physical product, not a digital product, a physical product brand. So you look at all of these people that I just talked about on the show: Randy Williams, Tally and Twine, Mahisha Dellinger from curls.net, doing millions upon millions of dollars off of a concept that I tell people entrepreneurs only do three things: think, create, and execute, right? Off of a concept that they thought about, then they created the product or products, and then they executed. And that's what BBA2020.com is about. Hey, you're going to think, you're going to create, and I'm going to show you how to execute. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Love you guys. I'll see you same time next week. Peace.